I made this fight happen because I know Teo is one of the guys at 140. He got a big resume, big accomplishments. And I know there's going to be some doubt with people and fans when I go fight this guy. It's going to be people that really believe that this guy is going to beat me. I'm not on the level that I think I am and I say I am. So I made this fight for that reason. My competitive edge kind of kicked in when I wanted to make this fight.
Oscar de la Hoya recently spoke about what many people think is one of the most exciting fights of the year, and what he said surprised and stirred up the boxing world.
It's going to be a great, you know what, Teo's a hell of a fighter. I love Teo, but I love Shakur. His style is almost impossible to break, but if there's a fighter who can break it, it's Teo.
On January 31st at the famous Madison Square Garden in New York, Teofimo Lopez will defend his WBO super lightweight title against the undefeated Shakur Stevenson. This fight is more than just a title match, as Stevenson is trying to win a championship in his fourth weight class and show he belongs with the best fighters in boxing.
But you get what I'm saying,
How long
right?
did he have the belt for?
Yeah.
No, you saying that I'm not fighting the best. I will fight anybody. But I'm just saying.
But not your brothers.
No, I'm not fighting somebody that I came up with.
And this is
Somebody I really been with, like on some real trenches, me and this person. I'm not. Ain't no money in the world that's gonna make me do that, bro.
all right. So like, let's say that was.
But
the
I will
case,
fight
right?
you.
Let's say that was the case, and
You
then,
the guy.
Y'all ain't gonna see no unifications at 40 if he tries to take mine, cause he buddy with.
And ain't you gonna beat me?
But I'm saying,
Ain't
no,
you gonna
this
beat
is how
me?
I'm saying it.
That's what we
This is how I'm
have.
saying.
If you gonna beat me,
No,
what are we
I know
talking
what I'm
about?
gonna do. I know what I'm
So
gonna do.
you gonna erase my name?
I know what I'm going
from
to do.
This 140.
Basically, what I'm trying to let you know
right?
is that boxing ain't gonna allow it.
But how boxing not gonna allow it?
It won't,
How?
cause now you facing me.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Let's talk about some of the current events in boxing, man. We got one of the biggest fights happening and announced already. Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. End of this month. What you think, man? How you see that, man? Give me the expert breakdown, man.
I think that's gonna be a wonderful fight, to be real with you, but I feel like Shakur gonna pull it off. And the reason being is because of discipline. Like, you look at Shakur as a whole, he don't care about getting booed. He don't care about anything like that. He care about winning.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Look, y'all looking at him, ready to watch him fight again versus Teofimo. But no matter what, who hand was raised. So I feel like Shakur gonna get that. And Teo, I ain't trying to take nothing from him. I feel like he's a great fighter as well, very athletic, very talented, and skillful as well. But I just feel like the patience of Shakur is what's gonna do it. Not necessarily anything, I won't say anything else at all, just straight up patience of Shakur. He don't mind just stealing you off on one and just moving. He don't mind.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's gonna make Teofimo more eager and overzealous. He was trying to force it.
Yeah.
So I think that's where Shakur will try to take advantage. Shakur may be on trying to be on some pressure stuff, like you seen. Yeah, you seen. So maybe he's trying to prove a point as well. So it's really a toss-up, but for the most part, I'm leaning towards Shakur.
When De La Hoya spoke to Fight Hub TV, he described two great fighters heading toward a big clash. He showed respect for both men but pointed out something special about the challenger. Stevenson has a fighting style that is very hard and scary for most opponents to handle. His smart skills confuse fighters over all 12 rounds. Still, De La Hoya said if anyone can figure him out, it would be the champion from Brooklyn.
I love Shakur because he doesn't run. He's right there in front of you. So it's up to Teo to do something, but I think it's going to be a great fight. Great fight for boxing.
What makes this take so interesting is how different both fighters built their names. Stevenson has had an amazing career so far, staying unbeaten and rarely losing a single round. His best wins came against top fighters like William Zepeda, Oscar Valdez, and Jamal Herring. The Newark fighter has become very skilled, using his left-handed style, fast lead hand, and smart distance control to frustrate everyone he faces. He still owns the WBC lightweight title even as he moves up for this super lightweight fight. Because he controls fights from the outside so well, betting experts slightly favor him. Stevenson stands right in front of opponents, challenging them to solve his style while he slowly wears them down with sharp, clean punches.
For the Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson fight?
Tough one. I think I will go Stevenson. skills-wise and just how clean he's been as of late. I think it's hard to bet against him, and that's not to take anything away from Teofimo. Great fighter, but I just think Shakur is just too clean at the moment.
Lopez brings a different kind of danger. Even though his recent record is not as steady as Stevenson's, the Brooklyn fighter has the two biggest wins between them. His biggest moments came when he dominated Vasily Lomachenko in 2020 and later stopped Josh Taylor in 2023. That win gave him the WBO title at 140 pounds and reminded fans why he is called the Takeover. In those fights, Lopez showed his best form, with explosive speed and powerful punches that make him dangerous any night. However, he has also looked weaker against fighters like Sandor Martin and Jermaine Ortiz, raising doubts about his focus and consistency. This makes Lopez exciting but hard to judge, since no one ever knows which version will appear on fight night.
You know, Shakur is a very talented, skillful, technique fighter.
Yeah.
You know, can't take anything away from it. However, scared to get hit. Scared to get knocked out in front of the world. Scared to get touched up in front of the world. And
Are you saying that off of the last fight or just
in general?
In general.
In general.
Yeah.
In general. Me and Shakur sparred before. We did 3 rounds, and it was just light work. And me trying to figure out his jab. Does he have a good jab? Yeah, he does. But once you pass his jab, it's game.
Yeah.
It's food. It's lunch food. I am the best.
Other well-known boxing figures have shared their views on this exciting fight. Former 2-division champion Zab Judah made a very bold prediction, using strong words to describe what he thinks will happen. Talking with Mill City Boxing, the Brooklyn native said Stevenson's skills would overwhelm Lopez in a way he has never experienced before.
People are also saying that they're kind of discrediting Shakur's resume, saying he hasn't really fought anybody. Teofimo Lopez would be that first person. Do you feel like that could be something that, I don't know, it could be a lot closer than what people think?
I mean, listen, the fight's gonna be a lot closer than people think. We just blabbing our mouth and running off what we think our professional opinion is. These are 2 talented, great young fighters in here. You know what I'm saying? Teo's not gonna back down. Shakur's not gonna back down. We're gonna get an exciting 12-round fights or however long it should last. We're gonna have an exciting fight. And I'm expecting both guys to come in there and leave everything they got in that ring.
Shane Mosley, another boxing legend, shared his breakdown of the fight. The former top-ranked fighter who once shocked De La Hoya to win a world title, knows big matchups well. Talking with Fight Hub TV, Mosley said the winner will be the one who controls the style of the fight. He explained that if Stevenson has to chase Lopez, he may need to show more aggression than ever before. The same goes for Lopez if the fight turns uncomfortable for him. In the end, Mosley called it a true 50-50 fight, saying there are too many questions to make a clear pick.
I don't know if Shakur Stevenson is going to get slower moving up in weight or not, where Teofimo can hit him. Maybe he was really fast at 130, 26-30, maybe 35, but 40, you put on a little bit more weight. Shakur Stevenson has a very strong style where he can sit back and pot shot you and box and stuff like that, where Teofimo can also box and is very athletic and can get from side to side and can make things difficult for you as well. So what style is going to impose on the other is what we want to see.
So which style will impose? Is it something where like the first rounds really will dictate, or?
I think you're going to need a couple of rounds, but the first round is going to be very interesting. Maybe you see some tails, but I think maybe 2 or 3 you're going to start seeing one leave the other. Because I don't think that, well, maybe, I mean, Shakur might show some different, if he has to go after Teofimo, he might show some different type of heart that we haven't seen or different type of fighting we haven't seen. And vice versa, you know, whereas Teofimo's hitting him with different shots off the angle that is kind of giving, you know, Shakur Stevenson trouble. We'll see about that.
Terrence Crawford showed strong support for Stevenson by betting $10,000 on him to win. He believes Stevenson will control the fight and set the rhythm for all 12 rounds. Crawford says Stevenson's timing, smart defense, and ring intelligence will beat Lopez's powerful but inconsistent style.
Who do you got between Teo and
Come on, man, don't even ask me that question.
Teo?
You crazy.
For real? What, you want to bet?
Yeah.
Shit, how much did you get paid for that? You just got paid a lot of money for that fight, bro.
That's my little brother, man. We gonna ride today.
I think Teo's gonna win that fight.
You crazy.
Let's bet 10K on it.
Bet.
WBC super featherweight champion O'Shaquie Foster believes Lopez could score an upset. From their past sparring, Foster thinks Lopez's speed and strong right hand can disturb Stevenson's usual rhythm and force him into tough spots. With different styles and high stakes, fans and experts are divided going into fight night.
You said, my opinion on him and Tio?
Yeah, do you think he beats him? Because essentially, if he beats him, I assume he would probably stay at 140 then.
Nah, styles make fights. I don't know. I don't really see. I think that's a bad style matchup for Shakur.
Really? You're like the 10th person that's told me this. I kid you not. Like, it's just because I know the obvious people will be like, Shakur's undefeated. He's a defensive fighter. Tio's kind of struggled with the boxer, but I've just talked to someone again today. Like, everyone favors kind of like Tio for some reason, just from what I've talked to. So why is that? Because you sparred Shakur, and I guess you would know better. So, I mean,
Shakur, he likes to be the most athletic guy in the ring. When he's not, he has problems. Shakur kinda, he's a right-hander fighting out of southpaw stance. So when you meet guys like that's athleticism that fight with their strong hand in the back, you're gonna have to rely on more than just your jab and the rangefinder. You know what I mean? Like, you tell me, do he got a solid left hand?
I mean, I haven't been punched.
You seen him throw it. You seen him throw it, but you've never seen him hurt or knock nobody out with it. So I just think when you meet certain guys, that's why I say the style. You meet certain guys, you're gonna have to rely on both of them things, both of them hands. You know what I mean? And I just think it's a bad style matchup for him.
Roy Jones Jr., one of boxing's all-time greats, shared his fight breakdown with Fight Hype. The 4-division champion said Lopez must take smart risks and cannot fight too safely if he wants to win. He explained that trying to outbox Stevenson from the outside would not work because of Stevenson's speed and high-level skills. Jones said Stevenson is one of the hardest fighters to solve today because of his defense and movement. He added that Lopez must push forward, accept some punches, and take chances to land something big. Jones ended by saying the fight will be decided by who wants it more when the pressure and tiredness hit in the late rounds.
Stylistically, man, how does Shakur beat Tio and vice versa? Stylistically, how does Tio beat Shakur?
Stylistically, Tio got to go in and go for broke. He got to go gamble. He got to take some, get some, and that's his only way to win. If he stays outside and boxes, Shakur gonna pick him apart. Shakur's a polished boxer with some of the best feet in the game right now, and he's a defensive-minded fighter, which is very smart. It's hard to hit him. He makes you gamble to hit him, and he's going to be a tough one to deal with. But if Teofimo is willing to gamble to beat him, then Teofimo can definitely make it a really good fight.
Ryan Garcia looked at the fight from another angle, thinking about future opponents who could be even tougher for Stevenson. In a Ring magazine talk, he said WBO welterweight champ Devin Haney might be the hardest stylistic challenge. He said, "I don't know if Shakur would lose, but Devin Haney is the toughest. He's tall, doesn't trade often, and he's big. You might figure him out, but style-wise it's hard for Shakur." Lamont Roach Jr., who recently started at super lightweight and drew controversially with Isaac Cruz, shared his view on the Ring Champs podcast. He said Stevenson would win easily, using his smart boxing to frustrate Lopez the whole fight.
He a little cuckoo too, like he has like a little mental lapses every once in a while.
So who do you think wins that fight between him and Teofimo Lopez if they fight?
I think Shakur wins. And I don't think it's going to be like a super tough fight either. His IQ will frustrate him.
Don't you think Tio has also good ring IQ and also is slick, fast?
I think explosive? So, but when you look at Tio's performances against guys that are just pure boxers, it's just like he almost lost to Sandor Martin. Some people thought he lost to Sandor Martin.
He did beat Loma, who's arguably at the time considered one of the best in the world.
He did, and that a hell of a performance too. A hell of a performance too. So yeah, I mean, I think he's hit or miss. You got to think he got stuff. He a little cuckoo too. Like he has like a little mental lapses every once in a while. Look at the Kambosos fight. Like that's a fight that people would never expect Kambosos to win. And he won a grueling match against him as well. So I just, I don't know. I don't think he can get it done against Shakur when it comes to like, cause it's gonna be just a skill match. I don't think he's gonna try to rough.
Paulie Malignaggi, the former two-division champ and now analyst, gave a very detailed view. Talking to Fight Hype, he said the fight is hard to predict but slightly favors Stevenson for his steady record. Still, he noted Lopez often performs best under big pressure. He does his best when people doubt him, and struggles when he is expected to win easily. This makes Lopez very dangerous in a fight where most see him as the underdog.
You want to give Shakur the edge, I do, but Teo is not something to play with because when he's got his back to the wall, he becomes the most difficult guy to deal with, you know? And he's got his best performances when people count him out. And then when people feel like he's going to win easily, he's got his worst performances. So this is one of those times where Teo could make it really, really interesting. Shakur, for me, is a possible pound-for-pound #1 at one time. But if there's a guy who could be a threat to him, it is Teo because Teo has that little bit of difference-making ability.
Is it a 60-40 fight? Is it still close?
I mean, it's probably 60-40, maybe even higher, but that's a live 30 and 40 by Teofimo because, again, the way he shows up is very, very difficult and tricky.
But it's very rare for fighters to fight in their prime nowadays. They're both, 28 years old. They're fighting in their prime.
Yeah.
You got to give a lot of respect to both of them, right?
Yeah, you do. And that's the problem. You don't see a lot of fights happening in the guys' primes. They milk the money and stuff like that. That's why I give these two guys credit.
Andre Ward, retired two-division champ and very smart fighter, shared a detailed view on all the smoke fight. He respected both men, saying they know the huge challenge at Madison Square Garden. He explained how they act differently when the fight starts. Ward said Stevenson is like an artist with a blank canvas, having the skill, brain, and athleticism to make any masterpiece. This lets the undefeated southpaw adapt fast and solve problems during the fight.
Teo knows it's going to be a real fight. Shakur knows it's going to be a real fight. And I look at Shakur like a fighter who has a blank canvas. He's got the IQ, he got the experience, and the athleticism, and the skill set where he can paint any type of picture he wants to on a blank canvas. When I look at Teofimo Lopez, he's almost that. He has a blank canvas, but he needs an outline on what to draw and what to paint inside the line. Now, every now and again, he'll go away from the outline that he has and he'll do something dope and you'll be like, oh, that was cool. That wasn't on the outline right there. But I don't think that he can create on the fly like a Shakur Stevenson. But what he does bring to the table and what Shakur does have to deal with is explosive power, quick twitch, muscles, and the type of punches that he likes to throw. And Teo doesn't have the foot game that Shakur has, but he's got a decent foot game. So Shakur has a lot to deal with as well. But I just think that when it comes to creating on the fly, making adjustments on the fly, Teofimo Lopez looks like the better boxer when he's facing an inferior fighter, an inferior boxer.
As January 31st gets closer, boxing fans are divided on who will win. This is a real 50-50 fight with good points for both fighters. Stevenson has steady skill, smart boxing, and an unbeaten record, showing he hasn't faced anyone who can really test him for 12 rounds. Lopez brings fast athleticism, big wins against top names, and an unpredictable style that can produce spectacular moments under pressure.